He says,
but it is the message, the communication event that we target, not a few human beings or building or an historical landmark.
but it is the message, the communication event that we target, not a few human beings or a building or a historical landmark.
What does that mean?
He's using it as an excuse, basically, because, he's killed people for this reason, because, we need to get our own message out there to the public, to influence the public. Like he said before, our attacks are about influencing the public. So now he's saying, yeah, we've killed people,
right,
but it is the message.
That's not the way everyone sees it.
Right. That's not the way everyone's gonna see it, especially if you killed people.
Yeah, especially if you kill people. I mean, damn it. If you killed somebody I care about,
Right.
I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna be pissed.
Right, because like I said before earlier, you can't bomb a wedding and be like, but I was trying to do the right thing. Nobody cares about what you were trying to do anymore at that point. They just care about what you did. Like V for Vendetta. You say you killed that scientist, he said, I'm not here because what you intended to do, I'm here because what you did. And then at the end, what does he do? He blows up a building.
Yeah.
Right. With nobody in it.
Nobody in it.
Yeah, but...
if it's an empty building. No, an empty building would still suck. It's an inanimate object.
Right.
But people place meaning on things.
Yeah.
Including...
That's why it's so effective, though. That's why he said the blowing up a building can change the world. It needs to have meaning attached to it.
Of course it does. I'm the owner of that building. And guess what? I'm pissed that you blew up a damn building.
Not the owner of a building. If it's just, some skyscraper that, it rents out, apartments and shit. And nobody was in it. Nobody cares. But if it's like some sort of historical landmark that has real meaning, people have attached cultural meaning to it. Like in in V for Vendetta comics or the movies, the Old Bailey or Big Ben or House of Parliament. That have been standing there for years, decades, centuries probably. Where you blow that up to make a point, to make a grand statement of something is terribly wrong with this country. We need to change. It's gonna affect people.
It is.
Especially, the symbolism itself that he managed to blow up a building in this oppressive society where the government is trying to control everything. I'm here to prove to you that they are not all powerful. I was able to blow up this building despite what they wanted.
True.
So he's trying to remind people, you have the power, not them.
But all of this is it's all very complex. It's a very complex issue.
Yeah, this game is great.
It's almost like there is no right and wrong, really. It's just...
No shit.
It's just decisions. It's just... Who do you agree with? It's, do you blow up this building, possibly injuring a bunch of people to make a statement?
Killing. Yeah.
Or do you not?
Right.
It's I guess how it's also about how driven are you by...
How driven are you by
your goals?
By your goals.
Like, yes. You could be someone that's like, I'll stop at nothing.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, go.
So yeah, I think it also depends on how driven you are by your goals. There are certain people that are very driven by their goals, but they are not willing to trample over people to get there. They'll just be patient. They'll work. They'll do the work necessary. They'll chip away until they get to where they need to get. So there's this culture out there right now, for example, and based on personality tests, they find out that there are A-type personalities, which is basically, I don't know exactly what it is, but basically they'll stop at nothing. They're very goal-driven people. You know, they will stop at nothing. They will go through sleepless nights, a lot of sleepless nights, just to get to their goal. Because they're like, it's just on their mind all the time. They can't let it go. And I guess for these rebels, could be the same thing, that they are like the A-type personalities, and they will not stop until they get what they want. And regrettably, they had to trample over a few people.
Yeah, because they're not in a position where they can just work at it like for a certain amount of time and it'll happen. That things are gonna get violent no matter what, because the side they're fighting are violent.
How bad do you think they really feel about that?
How bad do they feel about
the people who died?
The people who died? It probably depends on who they killed. They feel nothing for the Majestic 12 agents they killed.
I'm talking about just plain civilians.
Right, if they kill civilians, then you would hope that they're, what's the word?
I don't know what the word is, especially because you're gesturing, like twisting nipples.
Yeah, that's not, it's not productive.
Anyway,
it's like, you know, like a murderer. Does a murderer feel any?
No, of course not.
You know, for the victim, like they have to show in law, in like the court of law, if they have any kind. What's the word? God damn it! Remorse. Yes. They have any remorse for? I would hope that they have remorse for the civilians that got caught in the crossfire. At least that's the least they can do, because there's nothing else. There's really nothing else they can do.
I guess that's the thing that they have to do to really show the public that they care, and what they're trying to achieve is for the public.
The greater good.
I guess, if you think about it, I guess that's what sets the two apart. If Majestic 12 really does not have the public backing, they don't have the public support, they're the bad guys.
They're automatically the bad guys.
They're automatically the bad guys. If you don't get people to believe that what you're doing is right,
then you would be determined as wrong.
Yeah, then you're the bad guy. You're disturbing the peace.
And it has to be a majority of the public. Or it has to be a vast majority of the public, because you can't get 51%. Because that's just gonna...
you need like 80.
90,
something like that. Something between 80 and 90%. You need a lot of people to believe in what you're doing. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Otherwise, you're always the Empire. You're not the rebels.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you had public backing, then if you did break a couple of eggs, you know, if some civilian did get caught in the crossfire, then because of the public backing, people are gonna be like, yeah, it's a shame those people died, but their sacrifice is not in vain.
Right. Will not be in vain.
Will not be in vain.
In a perfect world, you don't want anyone to die.
Yeah. But if Majestic 12 did the same thing and they didn't have the public backing, then it's like, fucking Majestic 12.
Right.
Killed my cousin.
Right. But then the Majestic 12, their type of ruling is like, what are you gonna do? They're the ones with all the power. They control everything.
I wonder what would happen once the rebels get in power.
If they succeed.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever read
Absolute
this book,
Power.
Animal Farm?
By George Orwell. You told me about it.
It's about basically the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it was the pigs. The pigs were riling everybody up. to everyone on the farm. They were riling everybody on the farm, telling them what the farmers are doing is unfair. You know, we have to do all the work, and they get all of the... Man, there's a flock of like seagulls or something over there. What the hell is going on? They're just circling something. See that?
Oh yeah. There's some trash or something.
Nah. Anyway.
Yeah. Animal Farm.
Animal Farm. So the pigs were riling everybody up because they thought they were being mistreated. And they felt like they could run things better themselves on the farm. And so they ended up chasing away the farmers. Terrorized them. Chased them away. And then the pigs were like, okay, so we're the smartest ones, so we're going to be like the administrative force. We're going to be in charge.
Right.
The horse is really strong and really loyal, so the horse is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. So really like dividing up the work. Like, you do this, you do that.
So wait a minute, this is starting to sound a lot like because you're saying we're the smartest, so we do this. The horses are the strongest, so they do that. It sounds a lot like a Marxist socialism, basically. Everyone to their everyone based on their abilities.
I guess, yes. But that's not the point that I'm trying to make.
Right.
The point that I'm trying to make is, I guess at the beginning, the pigs had great intentions because they wanted everything to be equal. They were like, these people in power, they're
best of intentions.
Yeah, they don't like us. They don't care about us. We're better off taking care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then in the beginning, after they chased away the farmers, they took everything over and they started arranging everything, and everything seemed to be going okay. And then slowly it started to turn. It started to be that the pigs were distancing themselves, and they were starting to set up a hierarchy, basically. So they saw themselves as much more important. And then they had plans to build, I don't remember what they were trying to build. They were trying to build a tower or something like that. It was important. They needed it on the farm, or so the pigs said. But the pigs were not working. They were not part of the labor. Marxists, yeah. Yeah, but
there you go.
They were not part of the labor. They were not putting their backs into it. They were just saying, we were doing other stuff. You never know what they're doing.
Right. They just say they're doing important stuff.
They're doing important stuff over here, and then the pigs start getting fatter and everything. So
all of a sudden they're wearing new shoes.
So at a certain point, they were, and all the while they were saying, humans are terrible. You remember the farmers? The farmers are terrible.
Exactly. They're the problem.
Yeah, and then eventually the pigs even started walking on two legs. and these other animals were like, what? You told us that any animal that walks on two legs is evil.
Right.
So what the hell are you doing? So imagine if these rebels they kicked Majestic 12 out. What's gonna happen then? It's like the dog chasing the car. Once he catches the car, the hell's he gonna do?
Become the car?
Become the car, apparently.
I don't know. They say absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Damn, and then
how do you keep that power in check?
It's just a rotation, They get into power, they basically become Majestic 12, and then there's another group of rebels.
Exactly. Constant conflict. Never-ending conflict.